Hello and welcome to Whisky.com, where fine spirits meet. And today we have the Tamnavulin Live Tasting, and I'm here with Phong. No?
Yes, no, it's fine. Thank you.
Okay, fine. And you are with Schüler.
Correct.
And you've been with Buffalo Trace before, so you know a bit more about the American stuff. And you've also, 3 years in selling spirits, and you've also been with the bartending business, I would say. So
Yes.
a lot of background with whiskeys and spirits. Did you do it your whole life?
Well, starting with the age that I was able to drink, yes. Let's start it that way. I started as an apprenticeship in sushi, so I'm originally from the kitchen.
Okay.
That was the first touch point with the gastronomy in general. Switched then to the bar, classic bartender. Worked in Cologne as a bar manager then. And after that, which is a pretty standard way out of the bar world, out of the gastronomy, went into the sales part of spirits. And about 4.5 years ago, I became the brand ambassador for the Zezor company, Buffalo Trace, and all the above. And for a year now, I'm the brand ambassador for the White Mackay single malts. So not just Tamnavulin that we're tasting today, but Jura, Fetterken, and the Dalmo, of course, as well. And yes, Schüler is the distributor here in Germany.
Yeah. Okay, and our live tasting set, yes, this is live, but I think he's just trolling me because he's here. Herbie, did he change his name? But he had Herbie somehow as well. Anyway, you can get this live tasting set on Whisky.com as a small package if you live in the Netherlands or Belgium or Austria and all the German-speaking countries. And the 04 or 4 centiliters, 40 milliliters bottles you can get for a nice price. Also, the big ones, they are also priced very, very nicely. We get that a lot as a feedback. And you can also get them as a set on Whisky.com. We did advertisement beforehand. Maybe some Belgian or Dutch people are here. And so didn't talk about the range. So what are we trying today? We have 4 different kind of Tamnavulins.
Yes, so the perfect 4 representatives for the style of Tamnavulin in general, Speyside single malt whiskey. And we'll be starting it off with the Sauvignon Blanc cask. So Tamnavulin, the DNA of Tamnavulin is double cask maturation, double the flavor, in theory. And each Tamnavulin starts in an ex-bourbon cask and then gets a finish. Sauvignon Blanc, Sherry Casks, French Cabernet Sauvignon, and Port.
Okay, nice. I'm excited. I do like it. We have 2 wine casks in there.
Correct.
Usually you have a lot of fortified wines like sherry and port. We do have sherry and port as well. But anyway, a lot of finishing as well. So I'm really excited about that. But to talk about Tamnavulin, first disclaimer is I've never been inside Tamnavulin, but I've driven Tamnavulin, probably past Tamnavulin, like probably 6 times, didn't realize it, and about 10 times that I said, okay, that's Tamnavulin. And it's in the Speyside, but it's in the very, very south of the Speyside, just before the Cairngorm Mountains. So have you ever been in there?
No, not yet. Me neither. There's a reason for that. The distillery is closed for visitors. So there's only 1 day in the year that it opens its doors.
Oh, okay.
To visitors. So maybe that would be next year a good opportunity to visit it. Tamnavulin opens its doors for the Speyside Festival. We then do different tastings, tours for the Speyside Festival for the community. That's the one time in the year that we open the doors for outside visitors.
Okay. Yeah, I've driven past it quite a lot, and probably everybody recognizes Tamnavulin pretty easily because they have very, very green roofs. This is just this kind of green, but it's not like natural green. I think it's copper, right? It's not
Yes.
like lacquered. It's copper, and that is what's it called? I know what it's called in German. The Grünspan. I'm not quite sure what it's called in English, but when you oxidize it, it's actually pretty toxic if you drink it or would lick it, but nobody does that. So, but I actually did stay in Tamnavulin in the town as well.
Did you?
Yeah, I had an Airbnb there.
All right, nice. Okay,
Yeah, and
that's cool.
it's quite an adventure town. It has a lot of like do the adventure tour, that adventure tour, but it's a very, very small town. It's one of these towns that just has one road and houses next to it, and there's one parallel road to it, and has a bell tower. And but it's pretty cool. It's a touristy town.
Of course, the mill on the hill.
And the mill on the hill, yeah.
That's where the name is from. So Tamnavulin, the small village where Tamnavulin Distillery is also based, and the translation from Gaelic into English is Tamnavulin, the mill on the hill. You can see the picture right now of the mill. Of course, the mill is not working anymore, but it's still there, and the distillery is right next to it, and that's where the name comes from.
And the distillery is like not as like 100 years old or 200 years old and stuff. It was built in what 60s or something like that, right?
Yes, correct. 1966. So next year we'll be 60 years old.
Ah, okay, nice.
But yeah, 1966, opened by the Invergordon distillers. Worked, of course, at that time a lot into the blended Scotch industry, and then, because of, maybe if you heard of it, the whiskey lock crisis was closed or mothballed in 1995 to 2007. One of the reasons maybe you or your father haven't visited yet.
Yeah, my father did all the distilleries between 1995 and like 2000. And back in the days, it was really easy to get into the whiskeys because, they were in a bust and people were just making whiskey, and there was not like a lot of tourists going on with whiskey. So he got into all the distilleries just by knocking at the door. So, but they got up and running in 2007 and, some up till now. So they do have quite a good stock there.
Yeah, so 2007 started production again, and since 2013 we'll have the range that we'll try today. We started with a Tamnavulin double cask, which is a classic sherry finish, and those qualities that you see here in front of us came a little bit later.
Okay, so the first one I think was Cabernet Sauvignon Blanc.
Sauvignon Blanc, correct?
Not Cabernet, Sauvignon. Oh, that one. Sauvignon Blanc.
Yes. So a nice white wine finish. Of course, we're starting with it because it is flavor-wise the lightest of them all with the white wine finish.
Yeah, my French is not that good. Oui, je m'appelle Benedict. Yeah, I've tried to learn it, but it's not working.
Your pronunciation is pretty good.
Really? What was it? Chat Noir? The Black Cat? I don't know.
What was it, Ken? Noir is correct. Cats?
I think Chat or cat or something. I always say pussy. I don't know why. Yeah, French is not the language for me. So a white wine cask.
Correct.
Yeah, French white wine cask. And it's really, really white wine.
So directly at the kickoff, you get all those fresh notes.
Yeah.
Those green fruits. For me, it's a lot of apple, honeydew melon as well. A little bit of the sweetness.
Yeah, a lot of fresh. You got the pear, you got the white grapes. Just had some white grapes today, and yes, a lot of that in there. And it really lives with the white wine. It's a dominant flavor in that one.
I mean, of course, you get the white wine as well.
Yeah.
So you have it in the nose.
Yeah, and it's beautiful because it's not overwhelming. There is no alcohol at all. It's a no age statement. It's not very old, but it is so old that you don't have any alcoholic use or something in there, or well distilled. So, and you just get that nice white wine. I like it.
Shall we then?
Yeah, cheers.
Sludger.
We do have now fall, but this is a nice summer whiskey. This is something you can pack out in summer when it's just the heat. And it's not like, oh my god, it's so hot and this is so heavy and it doesn't fit. This is really light, fruity, nice sweetness, and just easy on the tongue and very pleasant. This is one of these examples that I say the wine cask, and especially the white wine cask, is underappreciated with the Scotch industry.
You don't find it very often. That's true. That's why I'm very happy that we have it. And yes, like you said, it's perfect for summer. It's perfect for spring. You can drink it neat, of course, if you want to. If it's a little bit warmer, a little bit hotter, wherever you are, you can put it a little bit in the fridge beforehand, before you drink it. Cool it a little bit down, have some freshness with it. So it's a very easy spring, summer go-to dram.
Is it not true? I mean, we all do know of, like I do know from the industry. If you go into a distillery and you get into talking after a tasting or something, and it's always the topic is always, Sherry cask are way too expensive, and port wine cask is the same, and Madeira and stuff. Is it the same with the wine cask? Are they better available?
Availability is better just because of the fact that wine is consumed way better and a whole lot more than nowadays sherry and port. So availability is very good. Price point can be similar depending on what kind of cask and what kind of quality you want to get, but quantity, of course, is a lot better.
Yeah, the thing is with sherry, I think you always have it in the cask. With wine, you don't need to have it in the cask.
Correct.
And I think with wine, you can use it another time, so they don't have to sell it. I mean, with sherry, they don't have to sell it either. But I mean, with bourbon, that's just the perfect cask. They have to sell it. I think they changed the law. I'm not quite sure. I don't think
they're still working on it. Huh? Are they?
I think they, or maybe they didn't have it. I think they have American oak there and not American fresh oak, so they could reuse it.
That's already
inside. But nobody does it. Okay. It's just you have the law and you have culture, and the culture is to use it once. So they are allowed to do it, and small distillery do it. But it's really, if you have the big J's, then none of them do that. It's just not their culture. But I'm not quite sure. You have to look at the legislation again. But yeah, anyway.
Well, hopefully they will keep using fresh oak and then pass them on to us.
Scotland. Yeah. I mean, that is really good for the whole industry. But we're getting a little bit into production. Disclaimer, I've not been in there. Horsten has not been in there. So these are pictures from you guys. This is the mash tun. So we're starting off with the mash tun. All of the whiskies we're trying today are non-peated. So they have a non-peated, not smoky malt that they're gonna use. And here you see when the mash tun is finished that it's gonna be emptied. And what is a bit we found out was a bit of a curiosity during 2010 2013 you used highly peated malt 555 ppm. Did it end up somewhere? I've never tried any of them.
Well, at least not in the qualities we have nowadays. So there's no ppm in there at all.
Yeah,
my opinion at least. You all be the judge of that. But I guess because White Mackay, of course, also produces Scotch blends, so maybe some in there. And we also have a variety of vintages, which I haven't tried yet, which are, I guess, not available anymore. The last one was from 2000 something or 2000 exactly. But there could be some peated in there. But it is not the DNA of the core range of Tamnavulin that we have right now.
But I think Tamnavulin has quite a big production, and we'll come to that later. So they could probably go off into some blend.
Yes, yeah.
So we could never see the light of day with the smoky Tamnavulin, because I'd really like to try that. So after the mashing, if everybody who doesn't know, next is the fermentation, where you put in the yeast and you ferment it, and the fermentation is between 48 hours, 60 hours, somewhere around there. And this is, yeah, kind of from what I remember in the production, is kind of where you get the fruity stuff.
Yeah.
After 48 hours, you do find a bit of fruitiness, and then the fruitiness really develops in these times. And after that, it goes more into like tropical and stuff. So it's probably that's why we have the fruitiness, not just from the cask, but also from a little bit about the fermentation.
Yeah, you need that little bit higher fermentation time for the quality, and as you said, for the fruitiness. And we use a slightly clouded wort, so it's not clear,
Okay.
which also plays into the fruity part as well, of course.
Okay, nice. Good. So next up this is kind of a bit of an icon that we had. We gave it a gold award in 2022, so didn't have that for 5 years. Nice to retaste it, but we gave it a gold award in June, and it has. Oh, okay, you can pour pretty good. See why
I'm
you're
used to it.
bartending. Was it really small and crowded bar where you learned, or?
It was a pretty big bar.
Big
It was beginning of the shift or in between the week, so from Monday to Thursday. It was a classic bar, open 7 to 1 or 2 maybe. And then Fridays and Saturdays, it started off as a classic bar and switched then around 11 or 12ish to a club.
Oh,
So
okay.
We've opened a whole other area. DJ came in, and then it got
Okay.
really crowded. So before that,
Is
it
that
was-
then hard to pour and give out drinks and stuff?
It's very hard, especially if you have your whole drinks menu for the club as well. So
Oh,
dancing on
okay.
the dance floor, of course, you could get your Bobby Burns, your whiskey sour, your Jim Beadle smash, whatsoever. Whatever you
okay.
ordered, you could get on the dance floor. And that was kind of, heavy to handle. But it worked. I mean, before the club time, we had place for around, I would say, 40 to 50 people. And opening the dance floor more around to 200 maybe.
Oh, okay, nice. And we had a bit of a discussion about that before we had beforehand today. It was about that's a bourbon cask as the first one, and then
Correct.
we have a finish in 3 different kind of sherry casks. So is that like a mixture of Oloroso PX and Fino Amontillado? Or?
No, it's all the same blends, sherry in those 3 casks. The difference between those 3 casks, they are all from different cooperages in Spain,
Okay.
producing for us exclusively. So, 3 different types of sherry hogsheads. for us.
Okay. So the what's it called? The type of sherry is the same, but you have different bodegas and different styles of the same type. Okay. This is the different kind of sherries in there.
And this is also the difference between the double cask and the cherry cask, because double cask is also a finish in sherry, but it's one type of cask, so one type of butt with a different sherry blend.
Okay, nice. So let's dive right in. Ooh, yeah, totally different to the first one. A lot more. This is a bunch of fruit. This is a bunch of fruit. Yeah, fruit stew or fruit pie. Yeah, a lot of fruit in there. This is a mixture between few fresh fruits. The other one was fresh fruits all the way. This has fresh fruits with a mixture of red fruits, dried fruits, very ripe fruits. Yeah, so yeah, red apple, but a lot of berries in there as well.
Well, this is really your rich orchard fruit or fruit
Yeah.
basket, if you will. Lots of different types. More spice as well.
Yeah, it has a bit of a spicy touch to it. I like it. I'm excited how easy it will be, because the first one was very, very easy. Yeah, so I'm excited about how easy that's gonna be. It has 40%. Still very easy, very round, but more volume. Definitely more volume. The white wine was just white wine. This one is creamy. It has a little bit of a chocolatey note, a little bit of a ginger note to it, a little bit of a cinnamon note to it, but a lot of berries, cherries,
Raisin.
yeah. And we had a discussion about that strange cherry before. Was it Michang?
I think you. So I'm not sure what you meant.
Yeah, I'm
but
not
I
quite
think
sure
maybe
myself.
Maraschino, I don't know.
Maraschino.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure myself because I don't have that cherry very often. No, I would like to know if there's a cherry tuber out there. No, there probably. There are a lot of fruit tubers out there and garden tubers and stuff. I know these. But I like it. It's a lot more hefty than the first one, but still, I would say beginner friendly.
Yeah, they are all pretty mellow, I would say. So the style of the Speyside still in there. The white wine finish, very, very mellow, very easygoing. But if you get into the other casks as well, you will see that it's, I think, a very good representative for the Speyside with different beautiful cask finishes.
I was just about to say that. This is really a representative of the Speyside. This is just the typical Speyside. It's just so welcoming, round, with so much fruitiness going on. The typical sherry cask, just in there, just very nicely encapsulated, with just a smidge of spiciness. Ginger and cinnamon and very pleasant and easy spiciness. Yeah, I do like it. Yeah. So next up we have some photos, and I'm a bit puzzled because there's not me standing right next to the to the still, so they look quite big. Are they big?
I would say so. I mean, we established already that I didn't have the opportunity to go yet, but this is a picture of our wash spirit stills. So we have 3 wash and 3 spirit stills. So it's a double distilling, and the wash still has a volume of 23,000 liter. So based on that liter number, it's okay. It's pretty big.
Yeah, they are quite big. I mean, did you already mention the output here in the English take?
4.3 million liter new make that we produce every year.
Yeah, so that is quite massive. This is on par with a lot of bigger distilleries. I say it's not one of these huge distilleries, but 4.3 million liters is quite a number. Yeah. In terms of, this is now the spirit stills, no watch glass. And they are, from my point of view, quite wide, and they're not that tall, and the line arm is falling, but they're also massive.
Yeah, volume of 26,000.
So a bit bigger than the spirit stills
and the wash stills.
The wash stills, yeah. So from this shape, I would say should be pretty spicy. But if you have spirit stills, usually they're half the size or 2/3, something like that, of the size of the spirit still. So I would say you must then distill pretty slowly. So more, easy drinking, less spicy. Did you have the new make yet?
Not yet. Hopefully next year.
But like is there a distillery character that Tamnavulin says it has?
Yes, those light, fruity flavors that you get. Very light chocolate, so not like the for example, Damor dark, bitter chocolate notes that you have, but very light, those rich orchid fruits that I mentioned already. So in general, I would say very fruity, yet especially with the different finishes, can be complex flavor, but in general, mellow, fruity, very bright chocolatey.
But if you look at the shape of the still, it should be an amazingly spicy whiskey. but it shows you can have any kind of whiskey on any kind of still. It all depends on how fast you're distilling, and I think they are distilling pretty slow. Otherwise, they wouldn't get such a nice, fruity, easy drinking whiskey on these kind of spicy looking stills. Spicy looking still. That could be interpreted another way.
We know what you mean.
Yeah, but they would produce a spicy whiskey if you use them normally.
They can definitely.
Yeah. So yeah. Next up we have, what do we have?
The French Cabernet Sauvignon. So a beautiful red wine cask.
We had the Sauvignon Blanc, and this is the French Cabernet Sauvignon.
Yes. So the first one was a white wine, and now we have our beautiful red wine cask, Cabernet Sauvignon from the Bordeaux region.
Bordeaux.
In general, Bordeaux, pretty decent, full-bodied red wine character, I would say.
Okay, so this is more of a red wine, full-bodied, more hefty, more bitter, tannins, all that kind of thing going on. And we tried it in 21 and got a gold award in February. So February is a bit of a tougher month because we have more whiskeys in February to try to get to the top. You need to be good. So yeah. Oh, I like it, but totally different.
Very red fruits, very strong. Nose is, I would say, could be more than 40% ABV, but all the four are just 40% ABV. But nose-wise, I would say could be even more.
This one is, it has more of a bit of a rose velvety touch. When you get more into deep, okay, there comes the red fruit and the wine, the red wine, and a little bit of the oak and a little bit of a darker chocolate and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, this is, okay, it's not all the way to Dalmor, but there's a little bit of more Dalmor touch to it.
Because of those, stronger red wine casks.
Yeah, the red wine cask. So it really plays on the cask. They're not like hiding any flavors. It's, if you nose it, yeah, it's a red wine cask. Yeah, it's a sherry cask. Yeah, it's a white wine cask. So you get what you do have on the label. And what a lot of people in the German chat told us, they are all very pleased with the price, because here in Germany we do have them all between 20 and 30 euros, around 25-ish, some of them 27, some of them 24, and so in dollars I think we have to multiply by 1.2 or something. Right, yeah, somewhere around there. So it would be somewhere around nearly 30 or something like that. And for pounds, it would be something like, I don't know, 22. But they have higher taxes, so probably the same, same in pounds or higher. I like it. It's really. I do like the wine casks, and as I said, with the white wine, I find them underappreciated in the Scotch industry. You're from Mack and Schuler. You come from a very wine trade business. Do you have any play with the Tamnavulin or the Mighty Mackay with the casks?
Well, not yet. Maybe there could be plans for the future, but we don't have any yet. So Mack and Schuler, of course, as a distributor, started in the wine business, so got very big as a wine distributor. And White and Mackay has been with Mack and Schuler now, think, for around 5 years. Yeah, and so those two brands, they work parallel to each other. So no correlation regarding wines yet, but you never know.
Yeah, but as a wine distributor, you don't have you go with bottles and not with cask, right?
Correct. But okay. Of course, we have all the connections to the vineyards.
Okay. Yeah, but I'm excited about how deep, dark, chocolatey it is in the flavor.
Gotcha. You definitely get those tannins right on the side of your tongue. pulling together.
I like it. I like it, but it's more hefty, more tannins, more. It really feels a little bit like a red wine, but luckily not one of these red wines that Horst has that are just tannins. That he's really into the hefty, bitter tannin stuff. But this is a red wine that is not one of these sweet, easy, but more of a, I would say, a medium red wine.
Yeah, I would even go and say full-bodied.
Full-bodied, yeah. This would be like a red wine that you'd have with a steak. Yeah.
Or a whiskey that you would have with the steak.
You could probably have that with the steak. Second sip, finish. More pleasant, less tannins, more sherry, more, I don't know, bananas, strawberries.
Yeah, definitely more of the red fruits.
Yeah, strange because
marmalade, but yeah.
Usually the tannins add up. If you have sip, 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 and then it's all tannins.
If you go with wine, definitely, yeah.
Yeah, with wine more. Yeah, that's why I'm not kind of that much of a wine guy. I do like my white wine and like what would you call it when you have soda and white wine? I don't know.
It's a spritz.
Spritz, yeah. And I do like these because that makes it easier and it's just refreshing. But I did like the white one in here. Yeah. So next up is the warehouses, and I can see there are quite a number of casks. You see a lot of big casks on the left. So in terms of casks, you have a lot of experiments with a lot of different casks.
Correct.
And so you do have a lot, like 50% bourbon casks because you do the normal maturation in bourbon, and then a lot of different casks.
Yes. So most of those casks will be ex-bourbon casks, but we have the whole range. I mean, you can see it here on the left side. There will be sherry butts. We have port pipes, which are, I think, the biggest that we'll have. We have those classic barriques for the wine. And because we have such a variation of different casks, we, of course, also need the space for it. So the warehouses, especially with Tamnavulin, are the classic racked ones, where you can store 8 stories high, a lot of place, a lot of, enough space to move those casks around without any problems. And you can store different casks in those rack compartments.
But these are good in storage. You can store a lot more if you have them standing, but you can all reach them.
Yeah,
that is really good. You can go in there, climb up, and just taste the cask if you think you just need that one, or do you need the next one, or yeah.
So this is, of course, a small part of those racked houses are at Tamnavulin directly, of course, but most of them are at our single grain distillery in Invergordon.
Okay, this is where they go for the blending and for the bottling and all that kind of stuff.
Correct.
Okay, so I'm not quite sure. I think I didn't ask you about the range. If you have so many different casks, is this a big part of the range? Is it like all of the range, or do you have much more?
I would say this is about half. So we have a lot more different wine finishes. On the global market, we have, for example, a Tempranillo cask finish. We have a American Cabernet Sauvignon. We have a Spanish Ganache. We have a German Pinot Noir. So a lot of variations, and this is pretty much half of it that we have.
Ah, okay, half. So okay. And are there any? Do you know any plans for the future?
So, because we just put out the Port Cask that we will try later on. I think you had it since July.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Pretty new. No additions to Tamnavulin yet, because we just had one.
Okay.
But, of course, we'll experiment, and we'll see what kind of finishes we can do.
Yeah, that's always the beauty about the finishes. The finishes are much quicker than if you say, okay, let's do a whole maturation in what do you got? Ruby Port, no, Tawny podcast.
Tawny Port.
And yes, that takes 10 years or something until we have finished the experiment. So yeah, the experimenting within the whiskey industries are a bit longer.
But vast and welcoming.
I've heard so many stories about the production side, where this the sales side. Some newbies within the sales industry is like, oh, we love that 16-year product. Can you produce more of that? And it's like, yes, in 16 years. I was like, why? It's like, because it says 16 on the bottle. Yeah, and we actually gave it a silver award in July. So I think I do remember it a little bit, the product, and I do like it. But it's a finish, so bourbon,
Yes.
and then Tawny
So
Port in the end.
ex-bourbon casks, then goes into Tawny Port pipes from the Portuguese translation. In Portuguese, it's pipas, just meaning, it's a cask, and the English translated it into pipes.
Yeah, the Tawny Port has a little bit of the last two. It has more of the fruity red fruits, dark fruits, but it's not quite as like strawberry typey as the sherry, and has more of a bit of a tannin touch to it as well as a sweet touch to it with the red fruits.
I mean, if you want to compare it like that, you have best of both worlds of the French Cabernet and the sherry, because it is, of course, a fortified wine, but with a dark character, same as the French Cabernet Sauvignon.
Yeah, I like it, and it's also 40%.
Yes.
Yeah.
So all of them 40%, classic NAS products, so no age statements.
Yeah, there was a lot of questions about how old are they, and they don't say. But you can always speculate. And from my point of view, they have quite a variation. I would say, yes, there's 5 years product in there. And I would probably say there's some of the 10-year-old product in there as well. Maybe some older, but I don't know. Because it has some touches to it where I'd say, yeah, that needs more age to have that kind of touch. And yeah, and if you then... you'd have to write 5 on it, and everybody would think, oh, it's just 5-year-old whiskey. No, it's a mixture between 5 and older stuff. So if you don't have to write a number on it, you give the master blender much more freedom to range it from small, younger and older.
Which gives us, of course, more freedom to play with the price point. And the idea behind Tamnavulin is definitely to make it a very approachable Speyside single malt, double cask, double flavor. That's the concept of Tamnavulin. That's the slogan, if you will, to have a double cask maturation finish. So 2 types of casks involved with then double the flavor. Yeah.
And also what I want to say with the price point is they are good available. You can get them pretty on all the like whiskey shops and all that kind of stuff, and but they're not. You don't see them at the big boob influencer celebrating the new launch of the Tamnavulin on a I don't know, rooftop bar in Hong Kong or something like that. That always costs money, and it's reflected with the price. And Tamnavulin doesn't do that. You have them at the whiskey fairs and all that kind of stuff, but you don't have the James Bond and I don't know what. Yeah. I said already the influencer.
It's your beautiful bottle that you can open every night for any guest that you will get. It's very affordable.
Yeah, that is. It has a marketing for whiskey lovers, but not more. Yeah, I'm excited how that gonna taste.
Shall we then?
Yeah. Still very round. So with the it has a spicy touch to it. Yeah, now the spiciness comes in long, You have dark chocolate going on, fruitiness, a little bit of a roundness going on. So the most intense of the four, I would say now, in terms of flavor.
My opinion as well. Regarding the spice, it's the biggest flavor spice, and if I want to put a category in it or a flavor into it, it would be cinnamon spice. A spice that you have in all of the others as well already, slightly, but in this one definitely most prominent. But it's still the rich, fruity, balanced, very easy.
You do have a bit of cinnamon in all of them. Maybe not. Maybe the first one didn't have, but some of our people in our German video also said they had cinnamon in the first one. I'd really like to know if you have that touch in your distillery character in the new make. I'd really like to try that now, but yeah, I have to go to the Speyside festival. But unfortunately, I probably don't think they're gonna give us out new wake.
We'll make it work somehow. I think I know some people.
I'd really like to visit Tamnavulin because I've just driven past it so often. It's like, there it is again.
And you stayed in the village already.
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, that was quite a nice Airbnb, although the jacuzzi wasn't working. Yeah. So we are through, and there are not many people out there who tried with us. I can see in the chat. So we're gonna have the question anyway. And can you pick one, or is it like picking a favorite child?
I can pick. It's easy because it's always the mood reflecting in the moment.
Okay.
Tasting it with you, tasting it with all of you. So it's very easy for now. And my range, you do have yours already?
I actually did have a different one to the one before. Oh, a little bit different. I'm not quite sure.
Funny enough, mine changed a little bit as well.
Yeah, it always changes. It's really it's a picture of the moment, and yeah. So I'm gonna go with 1, 4, and 3, 4. 1, 4, 2, 3. So best, second, third, fourth. So which one do you have?
Mine is 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4 this time.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, last time I had 1, 2, 3, 4. So but we had a lot of people in the German chat commenting on it, and we had very, very flat curve. There was not a clear winner. I think the winner had something like, I don't know, 34, 33 or something like that. So they are very similar in terms of what people do like it. And it really depends on the mood that you have, which one is just the one right for you. I do like it. And in terms of price point, really do like what you do, and you just see how much marketing cost is with the others. Because you can produce a whiskey for $27 to the end consumer and still be a really good product. Yeah. So, if you have any, there are no questions anymore there.
Greetings from Vietnam. All right.
Yeah. Glasgow, Mexico, or UK citizen in Mexico.
Glasgow, Scotland.
Yeah. And yeah, it's 50-50 with the Blanc and the Sherry Cask. Yeah, we just have two people commenting in there. So, do you have anything else?
I'm very happy. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you very much for being here. That was very nice. And if you'd like to join us again for another live tasting, it will be in November on the 21st, and it will be about Bowmore. So, yeah, thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.